Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of our summer webinar series. So, today we are talking about the best practices for upgrading Prisma Access. As you have seen the agenda, we're talking about some release types, upgrade types, some best practices, pre upgrade and the post upgrade. So, the Prisma Access has upgrades which includes some major releases, infrastructure, maintenance, and these releases include new feature and optimization to deliver best of breed security for your remote networks and mobile users. So three release types we have in Prisma Access: major release, infrastructure maintenance, and a cloud service plugin. Major release include significant new features and optimization, and such updates are pushed with the planned maintenance window, which is set up by Palo Alto Networks, and notify to the customers of all these planned maintenance activities via email notification through the status page. And I will talk about all this in upcoming slides. If that release on upgrade is about your production environment, you will be getting notification 21 days before the upgrade. If it's a lab environment, then the release notification, upgrade notification, you will be getting 7 days before. Infrastructure maintenance includes incremental features and optimization. In some cases, it may combine a hot fix with some infrastructure maintenance. And notification for this is 10 days before any maintenance activity or upgrade you will be receiving. And for the labs, it's say 7 days. But for the production, for the maintenance releases, it's 10 days. And then we have the cloud plugin release. If Prisma Access release, any major release or maintenance release, it requires to release a plugin. It is made available to download via your CSP, customer support portal, or through Panorama. And you will always be receiving the email notification through the Prisma Access Insights app. Prisma Access upgrade types. Palo Alto Networks upgrades its cloud-based infrastructure without any intervention required from you, or some upgrades require that you perform an action such as like plugin. If you are upgrading the backend and it requires to update or upgrade a plugin, then you need to perform some action. For the backend, everything is taken care by the Palo Alto Networks team. Infrastructure upgrade. Palo Alto Networks upgrades Prisma Access infrastructure, which includes underlying service, backend orchestration, and monitoring infrastructure. Data plane upgrade includes which enable the traffic, inspection, security policy, enforcement on your remote network and mobile user deployment. Cloud services plugin upgrade, as I mentioned earlier, if it's required to upgrade your plugin as a result of the infrastructure upgrade or data plane upgrade, the plugin will be made available through customer support portal or through Panorama. You can download that. Then Panorama software versions. For certain releases, in order to support the backend infrastructure upgrade, you may need to upgrade your Panorama. And we have a detailed information available on our tech doc in the compatibility matrix, where for each Prisma Access plugin version, Panorama's minimum requirement of the Panorama is provided over there. So you might need to upgrade your Panorama for some releases. So this is the Prisma Access upgrade components. So in terms of the management, we have the two options available Panorama managed, cloud managed. For the cloud managed, customer don't need to perform any kind of maintenance. Everything is managed by the Palo Alto Networks team, all the plugin, infrastructure, data plane, everything. For the Panorama managed, customers may need to upgrade the Panorama depending on the release or requirement of the releases, data plane upgrade, or whatever. Then cloud service plugin. After the releases, whenever the data plane upgrade happened, plugin will be released. Then you need to upgrade the plugin as well. So you can see here, the data plane upgrade includes the portal, service connection, gateway, remote network, and infrastructure as well. GP client version, its customers can upgrade based on the supportability or whatever compatible version, what you're using, ADAM or what are the latest releases available. You can upgrade the GP client. But mainly talking about here the data plane infrastructure upgrade. So you can see here the infrastructure upgrade. For the infrastructure upgrade, the maintenance window is 2 to 8 hours, and it's completely managed by Palo Alto Networks, and no actions need to perform from the customer side. And on the status page, we announce in advance on the dates when it will be going to perform, and there's no impact to the traffic. Uh, However, you should not be able to perform any commits during that time. Panorama upgrade. When the Prisma Access upgrade its infrastructure and data plane after a major release, these upgrades can be incompatible with the earlier Panorama versions. So because of the fast-paced release of the Prisma Access and the Cloud Services plugin, the software compatibility dates for Panorama are shorter than the software end-of-life dates for Panorama releases, and apply to Panorama version compatibility with the Prisma Access only. So you can find this compatibility details, Prisma Access and Panorama version compatibility, compatibility matrix, which is available on our tech docs. Then there's a data plane upgrade. Data plane upgrade is a 72 hours maintenance window. Palo Alto Networks uses this window to upgrade the data plane for all the customers. You can make configuration changes and commits during this window. Our goal is to minimize the impact of the network traffic, but in some cases, there may be a brief interruption when data plane upgrade is happening. And you can use Prisma Access Insights app upgrade dashboard to monitor the upgrade, select your time window, and I will talk about in upcoming slides in more detail. Then plugin upgrade. So once the data plane upgrade is completed for a tenant, then the plugin is made available to them for the upgrade on their Panorama. Then you need to download and install the plugin on your Panorama. So for the data plane upgrade, this is a complete process you can see here. This is a data plane upgrade is performed in 2 phases, and there are 2 weekend dates, and we keep you informed to our Prisma Access or Prisma Access Insights app. So on a high level, you can see here, the phase one, first of all, you need to sign up before going to the phase one, make sure that you sign up for the notifications. And Prisma Access informs you of the 2 weekend dates that will be used for the upgrade process and sends notification 21 days, 3 days, and 24 hours before the first phase of the upgrade. In the first phase, it upgrades the location or locations. You choose the first weekend using the time window you provide and notifies you via email when the upgrade is complete. And if you did not choose the location to upgrade first or did not select a time window, Prisma Access makes the choice for you. So between the first and second upgrade, monitor the first upgrade location. When it's done, upgrade is completed, you can perform connectivity, performance tests, and everything. If all good, then after 7 days, Prisma Access upgrades complete the phase two. It will send you a reminder, and then using the same time window you selected in the first phase, it will complete upgrade all the location in your Prisma Access deployment. So let's have a look. What are the pre-upgrade activities? This was a whole data plane upgrade, then plugin will be released, you will be notified. Or what are the best practices you should follow for the pre-upgrade before going to data plane and everything? So first of all, as I mentioned, sign up for the alert notification in Prisma Access Insight or Prisma Access app and status page. Verify the Panorama plugin and Global Protect versions, they meet the minimum version requirements. So when release any release happened before the release, they release a release preview and a release notes which are available on our tech talk. Go through that and verify that what exactly the minimum version requirement. Verify that you have enough free IP pools in all of your locations or worldwide or original pools available for mobile users. Retrieve all of your IP addresses and make sure that they're whitelisted. Verify that 21 days prior to the upgrade for the week 1 and week 2, you have received the notification, you have selected the dates, time slots, and also develop a test plan because after the first upgrade, uh, your selected location, if it's completed successfully, for that purpose, develop a test plan for the critical applications so that you can uh, perform some testing and make sure that your all services, your SaaS application, your authentication, routing, everything is fine. There is no issue. And make sure that before the upgrade, all your configurations and on the panorama, they are in sync with the Prisma Access. Also, make sure that the day or weekend you're selecting for the upgrade, you're not performing any changes, any configuration changes, or not performing any commit on the panorama. So sign up alert notification, as I multiple times I talked about that. So you need to log in to hub apps.paloaltonetworks.com and sign up for the alert notification, the Prism Access app. Make sure that you have the people who are working from your team on this, they have a proper access. Grant them the access so that who will be responsible and receiving the alert notifications. The person who is receiving notification, they must be added on the customer support portal also. You can add their email address, alert subscriptions. And then this is a status page. Status.paloaltonetworks.com. Make sure that you subscribe to this update because all the upgrade related maintenance notifications and everything, those will also be published here. For the data plane, for maintenance, for hotfix, and all the service availability notification as well. IP whitelisting. Make sure that you have retrieved all of your IPs, reserved IP, active IP address, and whitelist them. You can run API script, generate the API key, and retrieve all of your IP addresses using this curl command. You can also set up a notification of IP address if you have already configured to be notified for any change of IP addresses using a URL at which you can be alerted for any change in case of any autoscale event or any change in the IP addresses. Then you should still run the API and make sure that all of your IPs are whitelisted. Because in data plane upgrade, sometime it happened that active to reserve IPs may change. So there should not be an interruption because if all the IPs are whitelisted, then there will be no service interruption. IP address pool. Make sure that you have specified an IP address pool that allows enough coverage for the mobile users in your organization. And it is very important that for each unique user, you can use multiple devices to connect to the Prisma Access at the same time. And each connected device requires IP address from the pool. So the minimum requirement is /23 for the worldwide, but we recommended that you should maybe using 2 times of the number of users define the IP addresses. And if your organization has the BYOD policy, then you should increase this number, maybe 3 times, 4 times. And make sure that you have enough IP addresses in regional pools as well as the worldwide. Because if regional pools are exhausted, it will start taking IPs from worldwide. And you can monitor this IP address reaching maximum capacity on Prisma Access Insights in the mobile user dashboard. You can check here for each regional pool and worldwide, what is your IP pool consumption? How many pools are left over there? How many total IP addresses there? And Prisma Access assigned these IP addresses in /24 subnet to each gateway. So the allocation of the pool block counts towards utilization. So whereas the allocating a pool block does not translate into all IP addresses being used because the unallocated IPs is still available to be allocated for the existing mobile users. And this is the Prisma Access upgrade dashboard. You can log in into your hub apps.paloaltonetworks.com and Prisma Access Insights. In the Insights, you can see the Prisma Access upgrade dashboard. In the upgrade dashboard, you can see there are 3 tabs: upgrade processes, upgrade preferences, and upgrade status by tenants. Upgrade processes explain the complete upgrade processes, which I was talking about earlier: data plane upgrade, selected window, 21 days prior notification, and everything. Then upgrade preferences, where you select your time, location of compute location, the time and start time and window, upgrade start time, upgrade time window, everything. And you can edit your preferences as well from here. And upgrade status by tenant is gives you the visibility to status. Okay, when the upgrade is started, it's completed or not, it run into an issue. I think you can monitor through this on the upgrade status by tenants. And if you have a multi-tenant environment, you can also see for the multiple tenants as well. So once you go to the upgrade preferences, from there you can schedule your Prisma Access upgrade. You can select the preferred Prisma Access location that you want to upgrade first from this drop down. It only displays the location where you have deployed mobile users, remote network service connection, or any combination of both. And after this first set of Prisma Access location upgrades successfully, then the Prisma Access team monitors this location for 7 days and then upgrade all the remaining Prisma Access location. Selecting a single location or a smaller number of locations gives you a chance to monitor these locations before the remainder of your locations are upgraded 1 week later. If no location displayed in the drop-down list, you have either selected multiple tenants or have no common location deployed, or you have not yet onboarded any location. So this was all about the pre-upgrade um, activities, what you should do. Make sure that there is no commit errors, that no configuration are synced, there is no duplication of object addresses. Next is the post upgrade. The post upgrade is the test plan I talked about in the pre-upgrade activities. You should develop a test plan. Now, this is the time after the first location upgraded, one of your location which you selected, if it's upgraded, then you need to execute that test plan. Make sure that you have access to your all SaaS application, internet hosted services. Everything is working fine without any issue. And verify your IP is allowed listing. Access to your internal resources behind the service connection, your data center, HQ, cloud, everything is working fine. Any of the critical feature, make sure that you have run the test and you don't observe any issue, RFID, SSL decryption, everything is working fine. Routing, authentication, and CDL logs are working as expected. And if you observe any issue, after on the first location upgrade on the first week, you should immediately contact TAC, which will help you to resolve the issue. Some of the common issues which may have any challenges with the application access, users having difficulty in connecting this Prisma Access, any service interruption that require rollback or pause the upgrade process. So immediately contact TAC if they need to take any action, or pause the upgrade, rollback, they can do. Uh, but these are the best practice where we can avoid all those issues. If you are doing a pre-upgrade, make sure that no configuration pending, all the configurations are synced on the panorama, because most of the time, if you're performing any commit during the upgrade time, or it, it commit can stuck, it cannot gone through, which cause configuration issue on the data plane upgrade and results in failure, and you're not able some of the features, for example, authentication sometime or connectivity to the Prisma Access is not working. So this is all about the best practices for Prisma Access. And after the successful data plane upgrade, the plugin will be released, and you can install the plugin on your Panorama either through the customer support portal or through Panorama. You can log into your Panorama, go to the Panorama tab, and go to the plugin section and just upgrade. It's a quick and short process. There's no minimum interruption option or no interruption of services, but we recommend to doing it in non-business hours to avoid any kind of issue. But it's a very quick and short process. So this is all about today's webinar. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post in a Q&A, and we will be happy to respond. Thank you.